Breaking news from Mumbai as politics over the 1993 Mumbai blast convict Yakub Memon's grave continues after the BJP hit out at the Uddhav Thackrey camp for beautifying Memon's grave during MVA's tenure. Sena has now stepped out and said that the controversy is purposely created by the BJP only to show that ShivSena is anti-Hindu. This is the latest that we are bringing to you on this entire controversy. Let's also listen in to some political reaction.
Well, this controversy has been purposely created and now it is being whipped up, just to show that ShivSena is anti-Hindu, supporting Yakub. Now, I here ask Mr. Devendra Fadnavis a question. You were a CM then when Yakub was hanged to death as a punishment. Now, why did the government, Devendra Fadnavis government, hand over the body of Yakub to his relatives? The government that time should have taken a decision not to hand over the body of Yakub to the relatives. So there wouldn't have been a question. They are just want to blame the BMC and the Thackeray government for every little thing that has happened in the past or is going to happen.
Let's try and get in a sense of perspective on this news story, and for that I'm joined in by Mumbai Bureau Chief Vinaya Deshpande on the phone line. Vinaya, the ShivSena's defense is of course coming across as too little too late, considering why didn't the Uddhav Thackeray government earlier speak up when the grave was being converted into a shrine?
Well, Akanksha, we have seen that since morning a lot of controversy has happened over this. In fact, when reporters did go to Bada Qabristan, there are official records as well in which the officials of Bada Qabristan, which is privately run and for which permissions are to be taken from the BMC, claimed that there was no effort to change the grave into a tomb as was claimed by the BJP. In fact, the officials of the Bada Qabristan said that since there was some kind of a withering or wear and tear of the tomb, of the grave, I beg your pardon, that is why the distant family members had taken permission to make amends to it. Lights were installed. So this is the statement that is coming in from the Bada Qabristan. Meanwhile, the BJP has raised the issue and has said that this is clearly something that is turning a terrorist into a hero, questioning the patriotism of the ShivSena primarily and also of the Congress and the NCP. The ShivSena has hit back saying this is nothing but an agenda of the BJP to try and provoke riots on religious basis. And also, like Manisha Kayande said, that when Yakub Memon was hanged because of terrorist activities during the tenure of Devendra Fadnavis as the chief minister, then as per law, the body should not have been handed over to the family in the first place.
All right, Vinaya, stay with us because I'm also joined in by Mr. Ram Kadam of the BJP. Remember, he's been very vociferous on this entire issue. Mr. Kadam, how would you like to react to the kind of defense that has come in from the ShivSena? They're saying that the BJP is deliberately trying to create this into a controversy.
This is absolutely ludicrous. It is not acceptable at all. Who was Yakub Memon? He was a terrorist. And under the instruction of Pakistan, he had been involved in bomb blast, whereas several people have died, and still ShivSena is defending. What is the logic? It's a sheer hypocrisy. Yakub's kabar cannot be converted into a shrine. And they have been trying to do that. So instead of coming forward and apologize to the country, they have been defending. When Uddhav was in power, that time it happened. And as you know that, additional Director General Cadre 1 IPS officer, every day, morning and evening, is supposed to give all the details to the CM, whatever happened in the state. So why this information? After receiving the information, why Uddhav has not taken call? This is our question. And whereas this is all about जयकारा नहीं हो सकती. Will not accept this. So Uddhav should come forward. He should take the responsibility. He cannot shrug the shoulders. And he should apologize.
How do you react, Ram Kadam, to the argument that is being presented by ShivSena when they say that it is not our party that is to be blamed and that it was the family members of Memon who wanted to beautify the grave of Memon?
This is absolutely not acceptable. As I said, when Uddhav Thackrey was the chief minister, under his leadership, he has to take the responsibility. It happened during that time. So even though he wants to be a CM, but he does not want to take responsibility. It cannot work both the ways. He should accept the responsibility.
Do you think that the ShivSena is now turning anti-Hindu, or was that always their face and they are now trying to appease the minorities in Maharashtra?
They should feel shameful for this incident. We don't feel they are Sena. They are Penguin Sena. We call them Penguin Sena because the real ShivSena is leading Eknath Shinde is leading that real ShivSena, who have been continue with the ideology of late Balasaheb Thackeray. This under the Uddhav, this Sena is a Penguin Sena. They have been not following Balasaheb Thackeray's Hindutva. They have been indulging into many things. During his tenure, we have seen that there are two ministers who are there behind the bars. This is one thing. One of the ex-Mumbai police commissioner, he is also behind the bars. They were indulged into Vasuli scam. We have seen that. So he doesn't want to take any responsibility. Being a CM, then who will take this responsibility? When ShivSena's leader was the chief minister of Maharashtra, during his tenure, everything this happened, and this is not a small thing. It's not a small issue. It's about the party line. It's about our nation.
All right, Mr.